I'm Diane McDermott, and I'm a friend of Valerie. We met approximately 15 years ago at a party hosted by Julie McKillop. It was a social occasion. I was mingling with the people in the neighborhood, and all of a sudden I feel a tap on my shoulder, and I turn around and it's Valerie, and I had never met her before. And she boldly stated to me, "I want you to be my friend." Valerie is very deserving of this award. She is relentless in her pursuit to make the community of Hayward a better community. She is relentless in gathering funds to fund these different organizations that she belongs to. She's just very dedicated to this community and really works very hard. Valerie is a person that communicates with her hands. She's of Italian descent, as I am, and it can be dangerous quite often to sit next to her either at a social occasion or even just having a conversation, because she's always flailing her arms. She has knocked off my wine off the table. Valerie, all your hard work that you've done for the community, I'm really so happy that you're being recognized for this honor. Congratulations, my friend.
I first got to know Valerie Caveglia not through her volunteering in the community, but through her husband, Jerry, with whom I served on the Hayward Planning Commission in the late 1990s. And back in those days, the Planning Commission would often have social events, dinners and stuff, and Valerie would often come along, and I got to know her as a friend. And more recently, I play bocce ball with Valerie, and she does a lot to organize games that many of the seniors in our community have participated in. However, none of that is why we are honoring Valerie tonight with the Gail Steele Lifetime Achievement Award. It wasn't until I actually got to be mayor and got more familiar with a lot of the wonderful nonprofits that we have in this community that I began to notice how Valerie just popped up organizing wonderful events, usually fundraising events, which with Valerie generally became also fundraising events. I really was impressed with the work that she did in putting these things together. One great example of this is the annual Child Spree event that Valerie organizes for the Hayward Rotary Club. This Child Spree event brings families in need in our community to JCPenney's on a Saturday morning in August before the school year starts, and pairs kids with volunteers from Rotary and other parts of the community shop for school clothes for the year and backpacks filled with school supplies. And even the Friends of the Hayward Library contribute books to give to the kids to read. Valerie is not a person who ever likes to have the spotlight shown on herself. She never asks for credit for all these things that she does and the contributions that she makes to our community. And so Valerie, I'm just so happy to have this opportunity to say on behalf of our community, thank you for all you have done.
So the first time that I met Valerie was at a fundraiser for the Sun Gallery. It was my first fundraiser event that I actually participated as an artist, and that was in 1998. So a funny story. So Valerie and I stayed after a board meeting. We put the chairs away, put the tables away, and we were sitting on the floor of the gallery, and we were talking about where we were as a gallery and as an organization and the viability of sustainability, right? We had no money, and it was either do something or let it go. The decision was do something. And so Valerie and I were talking about what we were going to do and just coming up with ideas. And so one of the ideas that we had was we were going to have our permanent collection exhibited. And we also had this fundraiser, and the fundraiser, we had a local comedian. And so we were in the middle of the comedian show, and he misused the word lay. And Valerie in the back chimed in and says, "No, chickens lay, people lie down," right? And so that was, to me, that was funny. And I've thought about that when I go to use the word lay or lie. I like think about that moment.
When somebody says Valerie's name, I picture her with a big smile and asking me for money. She's the best fundraiser in the city of Hayward, guaranteed. I met Valerie probably 20 years ago. I was the vice chair of the Highlands Neighborhood Task Force. That time, one of the big issues, Caltrans had for many years shown what is known as the Foothill Expressway. Valerie came to the task force meetings to make sure that we knew, and the city of Hayward knew, that they would not accept a throughway through their neighborhood, which would have divided the neighborhood. So that's how I met Valerie. She went on to become the director of the Sun Gallery. They needed newer leadership, so she eventually became the director. They also needed funds, and she was very good at that. She got to know a lot of people. She developed grant writing skills and kept the Sun Gallery alive. The Rowell Ranch Rodeo. When Valerie got involved, she would get us more sponsors. We like the fact that she's on our side at the Hayward Rotary Club. She's also involved in the Hayward Education Foundation. Currently, she's the president. Hayward Education Foundation, they raise money and give it out in scholarships to Hayward high school seniors. So why do I think Valerie deserves the Gail Steele Lifetime Achievement Award? She's involved in the community, deeply involved in the community. She volunteers, she raises money. She's involved in a lot of community organizations that make Hayward a better place to live. And she does it all with a smile and a ton of enthusiasm.